As you look at this Kings team tonight, what are some of the challenges they present and some of the keys for your group against them?
Yeah, I think over the last couple of years, the identity of their team, they found a way to play, obviously that fits their personnel and pretty quick up and down the floor. Sabonis obviously is a big part of that. Fox is having a great couple of years, and then obviously the other one's kind of Monk off the bench, what he's been doing. It's a really a good deep team. I think they, like I said, they found a way to play, and they play within that system, wherever who's in or out. We obviously transition D for us is going to be big. Obviously a key part of Sabonis has the ball a lot. It'll be a fun one.
We talked after the Pacers loss that this team needed that experience against New York and Indiana. You've won 5 straight. So what do you think you take away from this 5-game stretch and close the season out strong?
Yeah, I think the positive. I think the consistency over those. I think we've had probably a longer stretch of consistency with a few little hurdles, but just that consistency of as we get to this last 10, 12 games and kind of ironing out those things, how we want to play, what we want to do, and obviously we're in a very good position to keep playing a little longer than usual. Building what we've done throughout the year and continuing to iron those things out. So when we keep getting to the last 10 of this year, we were on the same page with how we want to play and playing the right way. And like I said, we've done that for a big chunk of this year, but just making sure we know what we're doing. And obviously with the opponent, we're playing some pretty good teams coming up here. So good challenge for our group to just keep that consistency as we finish out this year.
You've been on different rosters, obviously, in different teams. Every team's different, but you've been in the playoffs a lot before. Do you sense the level of what you felt before on those playoff teams at this point in the year with this group, or how do things feel?
In terms of
just, I guess, preparing for games and understanding the importance that every game matters, and this stretch is different than what the group has been through before.
Yeah, and I think obviously I can't speak of what they did the previous years because I wasn't here, but I think from when I've got here to now, like the level of everything we've done has got better and better throughout the year, whether that's like the scout or how we're playing or things we need to improve. And as you guys know, it's a great group of guys that want to keep getting better, want to learn, want to play the right way. And when you've got that, it's a pretty good start. And then with the experience through the year, and we've had some close games, we've blown some teams out, we've lost leads, we've held leads. So all that stuff helps. Being in those moments is the best way to figure that stuff out. And I think even the last game, like getting up against a really good team and holding that lead, obviously with BI and stuff, there's a bit kind of messed up there for a little bit, but we were able to hold a good lead and play well against a really good team. So that'll be another one tonight and for the next little stretch here.
Joe, when you join a team in free agency, you can have ideas of how it's going to go. It doesn't necessarily always go that way. How has this situation played out for you since you came here?
Oh, I couldn't really be happier, really, in terms of all of it. Obviously, like I've said, and you guys know, like for me, the family part is the biggest part, and I've got 3 pretty happy kids at home, and a wife who's very happy living here and the lifestyle, and obviously I understand the other part of it is still my job that I've got to come in, and it's funny, like when like you said, you never really know, but speaking of the people that I spoke to before coming here, I had a pretty good sense of what I was walking into, and a lot of that has kind of ticked the box. The group of guys, the way they play, the coaching staff, the people around the organisation, and obviously the top of all of that is now we can turn that into wins as well, and that's what these guys have been building for years, and they showed that last year, the year before, and obviously for the group this year it was about continuing that, which I think we've done a good job, but still not, I don't think any of us are satisfied with what we've done, and like I said, it's just that process of keep getting better, keep building on it, and make sure we're playing our best basketball at the end of the year.
Joe, you've seen a lot of young guys come in the league and try to earn their stride. With Paulo and Franz, what's different about their mindset compared to what maybe you've seen in the past?
I mean, they're really good. That helps. Like, I think a lot of guys, especially when you're young, you get, like, a lot of guys get drafted on potential or what you could do. Or I think both of them were pretty ready to play coming out. Like Franz, I think, a bit of international experience playing overseas, like that definitely helps. And then his college, I think, from the little college basketball I've watched in my life, I mean, Paolo has the same build as what he did. Like, that's a pretty good start to what you're going to do. And then to have the mindset and drive to not be satisfied with being the number one pick or being the, I don't know, whatever pick he was, and just keep building on that and getting better in all ways. And I think both of them, everyone looks at, especially offensively, but even defensively, what they've both done this year. Franz guards maybe one of the best, either the best or the second best wing every night. Paolo's done, I think, just from the year I've been here, has taken really good strides defensively, and the load that they both have to carry for our team is large, and they do a great job of handling that. I think Paolo, the last few games, to me, has probably played the best basketball I've ever seen him play. And it's not the scoring, but like the setting his teammates up, keeping everyone involved. Like that's what the best players in the league do, and those two do a really good job of it. But I think for these last couple of games, Paolo's really like taken another level in that. So it's great to see, and they're still like 20 years old or whatever they are. So it's pretty impressive.
I mean, they're really tough to guard. I think offensively they move the ball really, really well. Probably one of the best passing teams in the league, and how they create good shots. And obviously Sabonis, Fox, and Malik Monk, really good individual players as well.
Joe just talked about consistency with this group the last 5 games or so. Have you noticed that consistency in terms of the level of play you guys are at right now?
Yeah, I think defensively, I think we've done a pretty good job all year. Reaching our standard or getting close to that, how we want to play on that side. But I think we've seen a lot of growth since the Indiana game in terms of how we move the ball and play together. And I think it's not the first time we're doing this year, but like Joe said, I think it's good to see it in a couple games in a row.
How much confidence does this team have defensively? Like, obviously, I've like string of like 3 out of the last 5 games. I think picking up less fewer than 100. I think you have the top defensive rating in the league since the All-Star break. How much confidence is there in what you guys are doing defensively? It's been there all year, obviously. But.
Yeah, I think we're really confident on that side. I think the guys that we have starts obviously with the mindset, but I think we just have guys that are really good on that side of the floor and take a lot of pride in that. And I mean, that's the message from the coaches that that's what we want to have our identity and hang our hat on. And I think all the guys have taken that to heart.
Heading into tonight's game or into today's practice, did you guys talk about the last time you guys played them, just how insane or intense it was? I mean, and for you hurt your ankle that one. So how much does it mean to you to kind of get back out there and finally help this team and play against them?
Yeah, obviously we talked a little bit about not just the last game we played against them, but just in general. It always seems to be a really tough game, and that goes to the wire. So I just think they moved the ball extremely well, and high pace and stuff like that. So we gotta make sure that we're ready mentally and physically for that tonight.
There's a lot of guys, obviously, that bring the energy on this team, but Jalen Suggs, obviously, you see him take it really to a whole nother level. What is that value there on and off the court with what he brings to your team?
Yeah, it's one of those things that's really hard to measure, right? Really hard to put into words. I just thought he had a huge impact on the New Orleans game. Not in terms of the plays that he made, but like you said, the energy that he brings, and I think that trickles down to all the rest of the team, and creates momentum in the gym. So yeah, it's super valuable for us.
And is it starting to soak in for you now that the playoffs are coming soon? Every game's important. You guys are really at the top of things right now.
Just trying to stay locked in, stay consistent, and whatever happens. So I think that's always a pretty good approach.
We've heard Coach Mose and Joe just said, the goal is to play your best basketball in March and April heading into the playoffs. What does that look like for you guys? Where do you feel like what areas maybe do you feel like you still have to shore up as a team as we get closer to the end of the season?
Are you asking like what our brand of basketball is?
Yeah,
or?
I mean no. Like what does that look like? What does that mean? What does that mean to you? playing your best basketball?
I think,
Time of year?
yeah, I think obviously guarding really well, offensively moving the ball and sharing the ball and playing together. And then I think one thing we got to get better at is taking care of the ball and winning possession battles. I think whoever gets more shots usually has a better chance. So I think those are two areas where we got to get better at. But yeah, I think we're doing a solid job in terms of progressing. Yeah.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.